Have you ever looked at someone successful and wondered, what do they know that I don't? Why does one person completely transform their life, while another stays trapped in the same cycle, year after year? Think about it. Two people can start in the exact same place, the same city, the same opportunities, the same challenges, and yet, a few years later, their lives look completely different. One is growing, building, achieving. The other is still waiting, still hoping, still telling themselves, someday. But someday is a dangerous word, because someday often becomes never. And that's where most people get stuck. Not because they're lazy, not because they're stupid, not because they're incapable. They get stuck because they keep waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect opportunity, the perfect feeling, the perfect version of themselves. But here's the truth. The perfect moment doesn't exist. It never has, and it never will. The people who change their lives aren't the people who wait. They're the people who move, even when they're scared, even when they're uncertain, even when they don't feel ready, because they understand something that most people never learn. Action creates clarity, not the other way around. Most people think they need confidence before they begin, but confidence doesn't come first. Confidence comes from doing. It comes from trying. It comes from failing. It comes from getting back up again. Every person you admire today started as a beginner. Every expert was once inexperienced. Every champion was once unknown. Every success story started with someone who had doubts, someone who was afraid, someone who didn't know exactly how things would work out. But they moved anyway, and that's what separated them from everyone else. They stopped asking, "What if I fail?" and started asking, "What if I succeed?" For a moment, imagine the life you truly want, the goals, the freedom, the success, the confidence, the person you know you're capable of becoming. Now ask yourself a difficult question. What is standing between you and that life? For most people, the answer isn't lack of opportunity. It's hesitation. It's procrastination. It's fear. Fear disguised as logic. Fear disguised as waiting. Fear disguised as perfectionism. Many people spend years preparing to start. Reading, watching, planning, thinking, researching, but never doing. And while preparation has value, preparation without action becomes a trap. Because at some point, you have to step onto the field. You have to take the shot. You have to begin. The reality is simple. You cannot think your way into a better life. You have to act your way into one. And yes, action is uncomfortable. Growth is uncomfortable. Change is uncomfortable. But staying the same has a cost too. A cost that most people don't see until years later. The cost of regret. The cost of unrealized potential. The cost of becoming less than who you could have been. Imagine yourself 10 years from now. Imagine meeting the future version of yourself. The version who became disciplined. The version who stayed committed. The version who refused to quit. What would that person tell you today? Would they thank you for taking action? Or would they ask, why you waited so long? Because time is moving whether you act or not. The clock never pauses. The days keep passing. The months keep passing. Your future is being created right now by what you choose to do today. Not tomorrow. Today. Every choice matters. Every habit matters. Every decision matters. The book you read. The workout you complete. The skill you practice. The excuse you refuse to make. None of these things seem important in a single day, but over time, they change everything. Success isn't built in dramatic moments. It's built in ordinary moments. The moments when nobody is watching. The moments when quitting would be easier. The moments when discipline must replace motivation. That's where transformation happens. Not on the stage, not in the spotlight, but in private, behind closed doors, day after day, choice after choice, until one day, the results become impossible to ignore, and people call it luck. But you know the truth. It wasn't luck. It was consistency. It was commitment. It was refusing to stop. And that same opportunity exists for you, right now. Not because you're special, but because you're human. And every human being has the ability to change direction, to improve, to grow, to become more than they were yesterday. The question is not whether you have potential. You do. The question is whether you're willing to use it, whether you're willing to take the first step, whether you're willing to act before you feel ready. Because readiness is a myth. Nobody feels completely ready. The successful simply move forward anyway. So today, make a decision, not a wish, not a dream, a decision. Decide that your future matters more than your excuses. Decide that your goals matter more than your fears. Decide that your growth matters more than your comfort. And then, take one step, just one, because every extraordinary journey begins exactly that way. One step, one choice, one moment of courage, and that moment can be right now.